Greetings, I am Amy, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Act 2. We have finished Act 1. Well, depending on what playthrough you watched, what order you're watching these videos, I've finished Act 1 multiple times, and now it's time to start into Act 2, into the glitchy mess that it is now. As the title suggests, I am not. This is not a blind playthrough. I'm not new to DDLC. Sorry. I've played this game many times, 50 plus times. It's a problem, okay? So I'm hallucinating. I just thought I saw Monica move. So if you're looking for a blind playthrough, this isn't it. I'm really just going to play the official content before I start going into mods and I don't know, analysis video maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly yet. I just know I just wanted to play mods, that's for sure. Because of yeah. And I'm going to be analyzing a little bit throughout it, so if you are anyhow curious about that or want something in the background while you draw or something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sick, so I'm sorry if I'm currently chronicle sick. I just can't stop coughing or sniffing the whole time for multiple months now, so this is a problem. I think we should get into it. Loading the game wouldn't do much, because the area has been deleted. So let's start a new game. I see Nine girl around toward me from the distance, wearing out in there like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making date, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to go to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she'd oversleep more and more frequently, and I'll get tired of waiting up. But she's going chase after me like this, I almost feel better of running away. However, I just sigh and unfresh the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average by spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stood blanked at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start the anime club. Already we can see that the MC is more demotivated. Like, these lines weren't there beforehand, but now as Sayori isn't around, he's more demotivated than usual, huh? John? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand out the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one! A literature club! Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. By the way, I might not always react to the glitches because I kind of want to read more. So, unless it's a special event, I might not even point out that there's something happening on the screen. Don't think I'm not noticing it exactly. I can't see them. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, John. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there a chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Oh, awesome! You're really sweet, John, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year class and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, John. What just gave me the situation? This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not! Natsuki. The girl does have attitude. Whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran to John in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I could at least make something, right? Yeah, that would be great! Why didn't you come sit down, John? Makes me wonder if she actually forgot, because she doesn't seem to really be annoyed when people offer him something, so... The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. The question is... the timeline. Did she have any time to prepare before she walked into the room, or... like... was there a week before the player, like, plays again, or, like, I don't know. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, right? Okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. I could put it that way. Not many people are really very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Yes, I think. Maybe that's a script. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri turns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, teen rainer might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, John, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, I'm joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke of thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri tries to remove her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Sorry. Stories with deep psychological elements usually miss me as well. Isn't it amazing how writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I disregard something I can relate to the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. That's also different. In Act 1, she was like, really haven't expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. So either she knows Yuri better now due to like the game playing out a little bit, and she knows that Yuri can in fact be pretty intense, or if this is simply because she amplified her personality, like Yuri's obsessive personality already. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes slid over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You'll have to be the scrap happy behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say Out Loud!" And give it back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. One must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea! How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own! Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even! I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, John? Hold on. There's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly confess what was on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may force me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still want the club to look at and I lose my train of thought. Alfred goes to back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, John. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is a surprise, I need to paint or to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, John? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. John, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Notice how it took this time more than just him looking upset for him to join? Sayori probably played a big role in his decision of joining. Because it seems like if they didn't, talk about him that they needed, if they didn't guilt trip him because they needed a new member, then they probably wouldn't have gotten him around to join the club. Once again, showing how much Sayori meant to him. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. John, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class down Monica for mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait! With that, I depart the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Fun fact, in the normal game, not the plus version, if you have these options, these decisions where you can save, when at the bottom, you can still click S and still can save. This is not like this anymore in the plus version. ESC doesn't work there anymore. But maybe it will help you. If you ever want to save during a decision, you can save on. I wanted to show it here because of multiple reasons, and one being that I won't save anymore really throughout the playthrough aside from the poetry times. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. It's been wildly speculated that this is Yuri's poem, that's what I read in her voice. And I think it fits Yuri the most. Yeah. I don't think... It could be the other girls, but... I also agree that it probably Yuri's. And Yuri's already very excited, as we can see. But... I'm sorry to disappoint her. We'll be going the Natsuki route right now. I still try to pick the words that are completely hers. Vanilla, giggle, pink, shiny, candy, poof, puppy, jump, not portrait, that's something completely else, socks, doki doki, parfait, hop. No Natsuki word? Well then we go to Sayori word. Together. Anime. Kawaii. Hair. Kiss. I don't want to go with Papa, sorry. Hi again, John. Glad to see the unawareness. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Oh, so let's come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, John. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive interest in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Nikita doesn't any slack! You don't have to be directed by Monica. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Some big mouth or something keeps manga in the club room. Natsuki finds himself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki goes back into her seat. I'm sorry, John. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway... Not that you're in the club and all. Perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well... I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean like that! If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri! I want to try to be part of this club. So, even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like... Well, as vice president and all... that I should help you get started on something you might like. You reach into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want it to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I should give you attention if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She picked out the book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yui, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Mon to kick us some scheduled activities for the club. Now with the turning stopped, I think we can look into the files. They pop up at the beginning of the they pop up at the beginning of the day, but I just wanted to enjoy the rotation beforehand. You can still enjoy the glitchy music. That makes you happy? Can you hear me? .txt. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath the manufactured perception, the artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, sweeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, stabbing them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in her skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. So yeah, Monica's just telling us here again that yeah, she just amplified it, really. They already weren't that well off. It also seems little bit. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their action. It sounds like it's still wearing her down. She's still in a state where she's still being worn down by that something can backfire and they can hurt themselves, like Sayori did. Okay, so yeah. Neither until then, I expected Monica to kick us some scheduled activities for the club. Oh, I was always on someone. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! She never puts myself back in the right spot! What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and stuffs the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box that she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it to the glass on that door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything! I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, John. Consider this a lesson straight to logic. Don't judge a book! K. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. By the way, you can see the old lines. I can see this is fresh from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. You can still see them in the history. Just that I don't have quotations. I think it's pretty interesting. I don't know, I like this odd detail. I don't know why though. Don't just stand there! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Why is that? I guess it's easy to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it! Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel it peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. Have you noticed that something has been skipped? I just remembered. We don't talk about what the book is about. Usually in Act 1, we discussed, he asked her after this line what he should expect from it, and Natsuki then explained the book a bit to him. And then they also talked about, like, baking and stuff. So, I'm guessing it's been cut so that we don't get closer to Natsuki. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like, I could have come to friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers every time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. So yeah, her father's more aggressive. And Monika's more aggressive too. Yeah, Act 2 is really rough on Natsuki. In Act 1 it says, except Monika was kind of a jerk about it, so it assumes, so it's like, Monika used to be bad, but she befriended the situation enough to, like, not make it visible. But in Act 2, she seems to, she obviously doesn't care about the girls anymore as much as she used to, so she doesn't care about their comfort anymore. So she's just still mean to Natsuki about it. She's still a jerk to Natsuki about her manga, exactly. And yeah, her father appears to be more aggressive than in Act 1 too. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough! Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches to her bag and pulls some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, John. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Who should I show my poem to first? First, I'm gonna drink and feel bad for Natsuki. then we're going to start up with Natsuki. By the way, I am going to skip through stuff that happened in Act 1, so if it allows me to... if it gives me the skip button, then I will skip. Okay? If you have... if you... so... If you're interested in that, I guess... go watch something of Act 1. Who should I show my poem to next? Hi, John! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. So don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'd be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, John. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, John. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No! It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave any food in the house, so she's in a fuzzy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because the malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's just to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. I'm still a bit hung up. Oh god. I'm still a bit like back with like what she said about Natsuki. I've read this lines multiple times, but it still bothers me. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The heartbeat dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic! There must be a way out. It's right there. He is right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Once again, reference to decoding. And secondly, the first poem was about like a realization, and the first whole one, I mean. And the second one here is more about her perception of the, like her perception now, rather than the epiphany, but more now about her perception. Like, are there others in this room? Are they talking simply poems on flat sheets of paper? Like, talking about the girls. Like, are there others in this room, or are they simply like, not really real? Simply poems on flat sheets of paper, like written pieces of, written characters that are simply designed to do something without much of an actual identity. And also, like, her perception of the world crumbling. Anyway, this is the same. Who should I show my poem to next? This is also the same. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was almost stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. If they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess it's fun I'm getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in a notebook. My son, Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smells sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's quite like a feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and John did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course it comes across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And John liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri.
That's not what you stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that John appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Ha! And how do you know to appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go from my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs were size bigger as soon as John started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's all this does involve you! Taking out your insecurities and others like that. You really are as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look as talky you want to be, edgy bitch!
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point! Most people integrate over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then stop buzzing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful! You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on! I'll tell you everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me, so she just knows I was standing here. John, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
How do I get this in first person? That policy might mean. I don't like what Natsuki said about cutting. Bad. I unironically jumped again. Even though I knew it was going to happen. I don't know why. Hey John. Wait, let me step outside for a bit. Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. I'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am right. I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend this time with the others, then it's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki comes out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's walking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it! I believe you. I have no idea what you might have said to Natsuki. Or did. John, please don't hate me. Please! I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. On the Natsuki Route, and on Friday when you pick Natsuki, she leaves the room even though Natsuki wants to stay longer and read manga. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that! It's not that. I didn't give up a chance to discuss my book with John. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understand. Oh, right. I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about for a moment, but I remembered. Natsuki probably wouldn't have made the self-harm comment in Act 1. She does read the raccoon poem. It's assumable that they share their poems with each other still. And she didn't share for that either. So, Natsuki shows signs of being more aggressive in Act 2 overall. Sorry. Just how Yuri's obsession has been amplified. I think that Natsuki's aggression has been amplified. Maybe that's why Monica made her father more aggressive. Maybe her friends too, and we just don't hear of it. Because those are the reasons that Natsuki's aggressive. So maybe that's why she amplified them. Or maybe she amplified Natsuki's aggression, and the game tried to find a reason for her to be so aggressive, and so it instinctively made her father more aggressive. I mean, it would question why Sayori be more depressive, but her depression could have just been chemical related. So it didn't really have. It's a really discrete reason that you can pinpoint. So same with Yuri's obsession. That maybe that's why they didn't have any side effects aside from their behavior, of course, but outside of their relationships. And Natsuki did, because her behavior is linked with those people she's surrounded by. I don't know, but her father is definitely more aggressive, and so is Natsuki. So there's that. Chocolate. Kawaii. Bubbles. Mouse. Nibble. Jumpy. Pink. Kiss. Lollipop. Cute. Vanilla. Clouds. Sorry, I don't know why I was so stumped for a moment. There were many words I say. Pout. Sticky. Hop. Bouncy. Parfait. Candy. Pure. Summer. the posters in the background. Yeah, I'm leaving. No, I actually just want to check up on the new file. I'm not excited to go back to it. The I text. I hate this. I can't do anything! Nothing! No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Yeah, once again, Monica's voicing her motivation, like, she wants us to hate them. That's the goal right now. And really the only thing why she currently appears to keep going really is just she wants to be able to spend time with us or connect more with reality, so... I'm also confused about it's all the same, but I'm assuming it's like referring to the MC, like he still like says the same lines, even when like... And he doesn't react to the glitchy things. So he keeps spending time with them, even though he should be probably more terrified of all the glitches happening. Maybe it's that. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, John. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's squirrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way I could be a bad person. And now that they're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. John, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're part of such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, but yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay in control from now on. So, Yuri, what are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who is so much about the little things, aren't you? But... I'll accept your apology anyway if you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since also freaking secretly hated me or something like that, so I just grabbed my water. No, not at all! I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't really hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. I will water. Right? I will water myself. Exactly. Right. I will drink some water. Suddenly the door swings open. There we go. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah.
Well, Natsuki was.
I was not! What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period day was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have had the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Sorry. There was a way I played music as well, Monica. Don't give me credit I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. We can tell the difference between Act 2 and Act 2 and Act 1 again. In Act 1 she says she's just started recently and now she's been practicing for a while. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, thanks, Yuri!
You should play something for us sometime!
That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, John. I won't let you down, John. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share with you anyway. And once again, there's a sign that Monica is cared in Act 1 still, but doesn't care anymore really in Act 2. In Act 1 she said she would just like to share it, and now she wants us to share it specifically with us. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. How about neither? How about the one behind you? In that case, best of luck! Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really.
I just not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsu's already off into the closet. By the way, about Natsuki losing her, memories. I'm pretty sure it's to prevent Natsuki from quitting the club. If she doesn't feel welcome in the club, she could just quit, and then the club doesn't exist anymore. And then for Monica, this would have two negative endings. Two negative side effects that would lead to the ending of her journey, of her new meaning in life. For one, she can't run the club anymore. And she's still fairly connected to it. And second, the game would end, because there's no more club, there's no more literature club. Although I'm not fully sure if she definitely influences it, but I'm not fully on board on the idea that is her speaking through them. She definitely once speaks through them with the black text, like the just Monica scene of Natsuki. But there are multiple times where she seems to not know what was said, like in this case. And she wasn't fully here. So either she put it in earlier, or she she must have put it in beforehand. There's the second scene by the end of Act 1 where Yuri laughs one final time with the black text. And Monica didn't exactly know what happened still, so either her connection broke up right afterwards, or she influences the characters so that the text turns black, but only in the just Monica scene. It was genuinely what the words she puts fully in their mouths. I'm not too sure though. John, since a compliment put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club! Yeah, I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you if they gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After finished reading yesterday, she's fine! She's waiting over there. See? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about, anyway? Well, a look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean... Not to think about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, John? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. This time she didn't laugh when we were like, about this, that's kind of, and afterwards she'll usually, like when she giggles, it's like, are you not a fan of that sort of thing? While still smiling genuinely. Probably because, this is weird. She's so shy and reclusive, wait, did I read this? She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly even. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm suffering the same thinking strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least you can do is listen. It's lunch club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly took the book that I put into my bag. Alright, let's finish visit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you with anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe it'll distract them, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I'm just bathing in the thing of your body. You apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I didn't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, that should work, right? I slide my desk and tilt up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her own thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, my hands are even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. You ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and their eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer speaks when ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finishes the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Her thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over my thumb, gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be so you thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why they came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been all fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing... Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the classroom. What on earth was that about? John? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. He was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing! Don't worry. I believe you, silly. He just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing today's our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured that we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. We'll stand true to our girl Natsuki, even if the game is forcing us not to. Who should show my poem to first? Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're so new to this, I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, even the clubs are really differently from each other. Maybe I'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, I should at least look over my poem. You'd probably be able to learn something from it. This is, a poem in base 64, and I printed the translation. So, what it reads is, open your third eye. I can feel the tenderness of her skin through the knife, as it were an extension of my sense of touch. My body nearly convulses. There's something incredibly faint deep down that screams to resist this uncontrollable pleasure. But I can already tell that I'm being pushed over the edge. I can't stop myself. Didn't read this in Natsuki's voice because I'm pretty sure that's not Natsuki's poem. And the poetry music will continue. John, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more?
I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, John, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me!
Sorry, I just like looking at the history after that. It's just like this. Play with me! Who should I show my poem to next? Yeah, who should I show my poem to next? Again, John! How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright! Great job, John! I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect it to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations, though. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I think she thinks she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for such interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. I just badmouthed you a lot. I wonder if she says not really because she's already so used to like in the previous act, like sharing poems. Well, we're also sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm not glad you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so you do too. Save me. The colors they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, fragrant blue, endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating rhythms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chessboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless of meaningless. Delete her. I'm also confused about this poem. It could be once again with like the it could be a suspicion or a subconscious bad will where she's like, could happen, it could happen. If it happened, would it be that bad? Especially since like Yuri is now the one who's going to force us down her route. And about the delete her, I'm also confused. Some people say it's Yuri speaking through the poems telling us to delete Monica. But I don't know, I'm not too sure about that. It could be referring to the other girls where she already has like these intrusive thoughts, like if something goes wrong you can delete them. If they get, or if it's like, Still referring Sayori? Like the fact that she deleted Sayori, if she's still referring to that? It could mean a lot of things. Maybe it actually wasn't meant to be analyzed too much and it's just supposed to be a hint that she deleted Sayori, that she's the one deleting people. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when... Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. About like that buggy screen, I'm pretty sure the MC was supposed to say something, but he just didn't respond, so Monika forced the script that allowed her to say something. And maybe that's why she was so demotivated afterwards, like, it makes no sense to explain to someone who isn't even listening, or she was demotivated because she's explained it all before. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. Huh? I mean, the poem turned out good! It's, well, there's some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick robe. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that takes 1 second for her rotation of the planet. A clock that takes 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A pulsator of holy stakes tied the existence of a dog chip to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolt head. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. Breathing sky. Breathing whale. I'm pretty sure this is just a mess that Yuri wrote. Well, feeling very excited. A thread connecting all living human eyes, only the living ones. And it's good that the snakes are breathing. I would hope for that. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out in your pen. That is... a pen fell off your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay! Why did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is by Monika. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted out to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were the nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. I could also imagine it being Sayori's from like the build-up, but it's like the build-up, the structure, but the structure fits more like Monica. It could, like, it's referring to the fact that there was like the other person from the in her dream was the MC, and then she had this. He's like from another universe, and he can still interact with everyone else though, and he's a very special person. Ugh, I hate this special event. Okay, everyone, we're all done sharing each other's poems, right? Why, we have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come to the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? I still can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just have embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. For anyone who doesn't know yet, this was basically like... I'll put it... This is basically supposed to be what Sayori saw. Like, it's shaking because her feet are under the ground and stuff, and the sounds are muffled because the pressure building in her head, and the squeaking noises are like the rope digging into her neck, and it causes in her throat, and it causes the squeaking. I'm sensitive to these things. Brings up bad memories. That's why it's my least favorite event, and the one where I'm usually excited when I get special events, but this one and the Sayori poster I really don't like. I didn't really do those last minute preparations. By the way, at the end it could symbolize her fainting, or just dying. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know it's been a little more lively ever since John joined the club. Okay, sorry. I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since John joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festivals are only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival. Even something small. Right, John?
Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of John to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. True. Look, Monica. Did you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until John joined. As for me, I just like it here better than I do at home. And John isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and John wanted to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation... no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club... it's nothing more than a place for few people to hang out. Why do I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. John, why do you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something to be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? Why is starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just put my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all! I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club paying them for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me!
She's not taking anything away.
No, John. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one... I mean... at least for a little bit of time. Things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki ignores you and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, look how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, John? What do you want to get out of this club? You repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Lich Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change of members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica at the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Maybe let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, John? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat with John before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? John, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm kind of responsible for that, as president. And I really do care about you. You know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know... Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No! Stop it! Since she's not an important character, and DMC isn't supposed to spend completely time alone with her, game shut her down. I'm trying to put my water bottle, but it's difficult. So. Mouse. I'm pretty sure this is Monica trying to add one of her own words. At least that's what I would think, that she tried to add a word for her, but it just doesn't work. Anyways, let's try it. Socks. Melody. Kitty. Jumpy. Doki doki. Pure. Nibble. Anger. Parfait. No Sayori, no Sayori, no Natsuki words, so Sayori to this color. Out. Peace. Candy. Kawaii. Pink. Anime. Twirl. Puppy. Hi, John. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today, Monica! I told you not to... Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say like I do on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously. I've gotten into you lately. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was almost tossed than I meant to be. I guess I feel like I threatened or something. But I know there's something we're doing together. And nothing anyone would have heard as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So... Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Yuri doesn't say that when you go her route. So, the question once again is it Monica putting words in Yuri's mouth and she's getting pissed that Yuri can forces down her route and she can't? Or this was just a side effect of Monica's doing? And since we spent some time with Natsuki and still try to go with Natsuki, Yuri is mad at Natsuki, but I don't know. It just, if you go Natsuki's route, Natsuki's life just gets so much worse. She gets shit on more frequently. Oh man. And the last one here again. Will you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, John, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. John is already engaged in level that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if we make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing to make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I fall and watch as he retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for you to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone's sucking you through their teeth. Are they in pain? I wish I couldn't be around it. Yuri? And we're back in time. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. John, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. But it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri! Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, John. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. John, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I keep my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Oh, it's just like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. You and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides close until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, it's not one of the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri has noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I used all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Huh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She also doesn't have any hard of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, I guess... Well, in that case... Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closed her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. John... Sorry! I guess I should have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... John... Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. John... My heart won't stop pounding, John. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, John? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. It's time to share poems. Who should I show my poem to first? This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. I bought this yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice of activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president, vice president, or anything, but that doesn't mean cutting me down, okay? So at least remain 2 for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but it's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe I can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make a cupcakes if I have to, just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this.
Don't let her know I wrote this!
Just pretend like I give you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's yours fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, John? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. You know you're too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. I won't break my rhythm. John, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I did want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty as excitable when she's around you. What shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She brings a different at school every day, like she's collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of vibe from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. This is also weird because first of all, fuck you for thinking that someone self-harming is a turn-off. Like, I love you, Monica, but fuck you for that. And second, this entire conversation, if you can call it that, has a weird feeling to it. Because there's one special poem that heavily implies that Monica also cut herself. So this just feels interesting. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head. And I know to treat my club members? Not really, no. Not anymore. Anyway, I worked really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. I love the DDLC escape plan failed. Jeez, that really startled me! Well, I guess I kinda messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. The first time the screen also startled me, because I did watch the last portion of the game, I think. I watched a video of BJ Mike, I think. It was randomly suggested to me. It was like the last part. So I didn't know the beginning, really, of the game. But I did know about the... I didn't remember everything when I played it again, I think. But I do remember parts of the ending. And then what I did remember is... was that, depending on what PC you use, I think, or what, what software you use or something, it either shows like the blue screen or like this glitchy piece of paper that's with glitches all over. And I've only seen it with like the glitches all over the piece of paper. So I literally thought my game crashed because I was pretty young and didn't know about computers. Who should I show my poem to next? Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. John, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, John. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. But size after you read it. I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it! Yeah, about this poem, it actually reads something, but I didn't print it, because the important things I actually can read, like, on my own by now, because in the Plus version it wasn't as, complicated, like the font you could read it slightly better, so I was able to read some things, and now I can still read it. In the beginning there's just like random words like washerwomen, exotically over shades, sandglasses, like just random words, like some words I just can't remember and just can't make out. Passionately, I can read passionately here. Yeah, you can read a bit better if it's not in the complete P and blood zone. But yeah, you can read like some words here, and then at the end it reads a little text from here. In the Plus version this is fixed. I don't know if it was like the Steam version. I'm playing on the official website version, so these things are here, so I don't know. Flesh blood seeps through the line parting her skin and slowly colors her breast red. I begin to hyperventilate as my compulsion grows. The images won't go away. Images of me drilling the knife into her flesh, continuously fucking her body with the blade, making a mess of her. My heart starts going crazy as my thoughts start to return. Shooting pain fills my mind along with my thoughts. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. How could I let myself think these things? But it's unmistakable. The lust continues to linger through my veins. An ache in my muscles stems from the unreleased tension experienced by my entire body. Her third eye is drawing me closer. Back then, when I first read on the Plus version, though I didn't read images, I read mages. Anyway, I didn't read in Yuri's voice because it's basically a continuation of Natsuki's Open Your Third Eye poem. I'm gonna read it here entirely. I can open your third eye. I can feel the tenderness of his skin through the knife, as for an extension of my sense of touch. My body nearly convulses. There's something incredibly faint, deep down, that screams to resist this uncontrollable pleasure. But I can already tell that I'm being pushed over the edge. I can stop myself. Fresh blood seeps through the line, parting her skin and slowly colors her breast red. I begin to hyperventilate as my compulsion grows. The images won't go away. Images of me drilling the knife into her flesh, continuously fucking her body with the blade, making a mess of her. My head is going crazy as my thoughts start to return. Shading pain as my mind along with my thoughts. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. How should I let myself think these things? But it's unmistakable. The lust continues to linger through my veins. An ache in my muscles stems from the unreleased tension experienced by my entire body. Her third eye is drawing me closer. So I'm assuming this is like about like the other universes, or like the Project Libitina thing. And this is like something from that, because there are already quite a few things in the special poems too about that. So it's probably from there somewhere, and it just like got mixed up in there in the coding, and then it glitched into their poems because they were glitching or something like that. Either way, I'm pretty sure it's like from the same poem and from the same person at least. Do you like it? I wrote for you. In case you can tell, the poem is about more importantly, I've been out with my son. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Special poem. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day the girl wished she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Yeah, I can't fully tell if it's once again supposed to be this one. If it's supposed to be once again the Monica isn't attached to them. So like, and when you're not attached to a character, you can make fun of their suffering. But it doesn't feel like it because it's lost like a pun of like that you might throw around. It's maybe more referring to the irony or a joke of that the universe that we let this happen that would break like that. Once again, we can see that Monica didn't want to die. She simply hated herself for being in love. And the universe started to collapse, so as soon as this was altered, it started to go wrong already with the coding. And maybe that's why she struggled so much with, like, whatever she wanted to do, bring her back to life or something in the traceback.txt. It also explains why there was no music on the day of the festival at the beginning. Maybe Monica broke something, but also, I mean, either way Monica broke it, but it could also just be the universe collapsing, and rather than an active decision that Monica made or a glitch that Monica caused when she was already, like, checking on Sayori or something. Okay, everyone! It's time to forget the festival preparations. Let's try and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and sampling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know it tastes good at that. Yeah, and in the Yuri Route, she also says it more nicely. Like, this is really just because she's frustrated because we were trying to approach Natsuki. Monica, stop being so jealous or something like that. She didn't even get to spend time with us that much. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Huh? What about John? John is going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging John around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Well then, why not let John decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let John make the choice, okay?
Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. John, I know a fed up with you two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and decide for himself.
You shut your mouth! Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is never going to end. Just make a choice, okay? And there it goes. You know what? Just to be sure, I will save this. Just in case I fail. By the way, in the Plus version it's fixed, but in the main game version, you can still just use like the arrow buttons I'm using here, and Monica can do shit about it. But you know what? I wanted to make hard life harder. Sorry. Anyway. Monica's looking pretty good right now, but I'm not sure if it's Monica or Monica. Definitely not Monica. I guess we'll go with Monica. Yeah, you picked me! We can meet your house this weekend. It'll probably be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me?
The
This isn't fair at all!
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what I chose.
No, it's not fair.
Giving us all this work and then taking John for yourself.
What a shameful thing to do.
Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable?
Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling John away from me every single time you're not included in something. That's you. Are you jealous? Crazy. Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others.
Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, John. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. John, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt as good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? Trusting that one serve their entire life around you. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, John. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, John, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, John. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? I love Natsuki. So, no. We're not going to accept that. We love Natsuki, not you. Well, when Yuri started monologuing and giving us a confession, a file had popped up. It's called Have a Nice Weekend, but you can't really open it with, like normally. But you can open it like this. This is not base 64. I don't know what exact code it was anymore, but my friend and I once decoded it. You had to make it was like multiple steps, I think. And what it reads is what is a man without knowing the rich aroma of the future, the hot, complex balance of the present and the bittersweet aftertaste of the past. So, yeah, most likely referring once again to like the metaverse stuff or to Project Libertina. Back to Yuri. In the history, it reads the description multiple times. I have heard many people say that that's what she's saying, but I've also heard like people say that she's reading her own file, which I might get into at some point, but I don't know. It's just a description said by Monica. And at the end, it's just the whole time we promised to spend the most time with me. It's probably because the game, Monica tried to make us go her route, so we basically said we'd spend time with Monica. But since Monica has no event for the weekend, I just put the description in there over and over. I have to say, something that bothers me most about this particular part of the event, most people notice like the blood drying into her eyes, into like her the color leaving her eyes, but for me the most noticeable thing is just like her cheekbones sinking in because of her decomposition stuff. So it's always the noticeable thing to me, and I think the most bothersome to me.
Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you got it before me? I thought it's pretty.
Natsuki runs away. I'm here! John, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. And she has become completely apathetic towards the side. Some people say it's sadism, but if she was really being sadistic, she probably would have started laughing as soon as she saw the body, but her reaction was rather, oh yeah, she did, huh? So, she was apathetic, definitely, but not sadistic. Even her facial expression right here is more awkward, like, oh well, well that's something. Monica. Wait the entire weekend, John? Oh jeez, I didn't realize the score was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica loves to fall from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since the last time I get a chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Actually, I'd say this is where we stop for this video. I hope you enjoyed, even though it was, yeah. I mean, some people aren't as bothered as I am by these things, but like, yeah, I still don't like that. Still don't like those things. So, yeah. And I hope you have, in spite of everything, a good night, a nice day, a great morning, great evening. Why would you be watching this morning? Whatever. I keep saying it every time again. I don't know. Anyway, stay safe, and know that you're loved. Sorry. I will be leaving this for another time. See you later, Monica.